Alrighty, for those of you who don't know what this is a LUSH Galaxy Bath Bomb. Alright, this is probably the most amazing bath bomb on the planet, according to me. This is my favorite one. This is one I always buy when I go to LUSH, and I've always wanted to try to recreate it. So there's a lot of dye in that. Look at my fingers. So we're going to do an Easter themed galaxy egg is what I'm calling it. So come with me while we create some interesting, fun DIY bath bombs. Alright, so I'm going to show you how I made these sparkly bicarbs. So I've got a 500 grams of bicarb, or a box of baking soda. And to that I'm going to add about a teaspoon, since most of you aren't using a scale, about a teaspoon of that. And then I've got FD&C Yellow 5. Now this is a dye. It's not flake. It's FD&C Yellow. So you don't need much, just a bit. So it depends on how yellow you want your little bit of yellow that's going to be in here. Now keep in mind, the closer you are on the color palette, the more likely your finished bath is going to have a pleasing color. They'll be complementary, they'll mix, and you'll see the different colors as your bath bomb disperses. If you add too much yellow to your final bombs, you're going to have problems. Now I've got a couple of different Easter eggs here, and we'll talk about the molds in a bit, but all I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in here and we're going to shake. We're going to shake, 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 shake. Now you can get it wet and shake it and dry it. That'll give you a more vibrant color, but for my yellow I'm not going to bother. Some of them are going to have, actually I think I'm going to have to, because that looks more orangey. So let me show you what happens when you add a wee bit of water in here. So that's going to increase your vibrancy. Okay. But you're going to want to mix it in with your hands or in a stand mixer. Stand mixer is easier. Wow, I made this really strong. You probably don't need as much as I put in there. I probably should have used an eighth. I used a quarter in 500. We're not going to use very much of this anyway. I'm not going to use all of this. This is a master batch bath bomb because I only make a few bath bombs at a time. Some people make hundreds, thousands. That's not me. I make dozens. You see, as you work it, your color gets more vibrant. So if you're using a powdered dye, you do need to get it a little bit wet. And since bath bombs need that wet to activate, well, and to compact really well, that's not a bad thing. You don't need a lot of water. I'm going to mix this in best I can for now. I'm not real concerned about it. I want a little more glitter. So I'm going to add another teaspoon, because the galaxy bombs really, really glitter in the bath. And you're using, here I'm using so I'm going to use about a tablespoon per pound of glitter. It's not really glitter. This is a mica, a coarse mica. But you can use Bath Bomb Safe glitters too. I think Eco glitters are fine. I don't know, you'll have to check it. They're all different for what they are approved for use in. So again, I'm going to put the lid on and we're going to do a shake again. And if I need to add a little more, I will. And of course I do. So I'm going to add another teaspoon. I've got a really, really vibrant yellow here. We may as well show it off. I got my hot pink going there. You guys see all of those colors? We got pink, we got a green, and we've got a blue. Now, I'm using some light colors, so I'm going to use polysorbate mixed in with my oils for this one. Fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. I don't care. I'm going to work with it first. I can work on that more later. All right. Right before I use it, I'm going to do a little spritzing and prepare it anyway. So we'll wait for that. All right, so I've got a couple of different molds here. I'll just clean up my mess. And these are just Easter eggs. I have not had good luck with these, but I'm going to give them another shot. Just because everybody says you can, and I don't believe them, but maybe. So there are two kinds. They're the kind that are top and bottom, and if you don't get your water to bath bomb ratio perfectly right, they do this like grow thing, which makes them look like grotesque adult bath bombs. And if you want to know what that is, you can Google it because we're child appropriate on this one. Don't want to get demonetized. All right, but the ones that are going to look like proper, even if you kind of screw up a little bit, are the side-by-sides. Okay, so find these. I got these at the dollar store, and I got these for my daughter, so she's going to love these. When you finish packing, take them out right away. Give them a few minutes and then take them out. Don't let them harden in these. I find that they never come out. So that's what we're going to try today. We're going to attempt to make these for Easter for my daughter. And we will see how it goes. I want to do at least this many. And we'll try the other molds. These are really fun. We've been working, one of my daughters is autistic, and we're homeschooling. And one of the things we're working on are expressions of emotion. And so these little emotion eggs are perfect. These emoji eggs are going to be so much fun. So we'll put that there for our inspiration. Thank you, Lush. But if you're wondering what they're going to look like, this one actually is growing a little bit along the Saturn ring. Just imagine that in this shape. Okay. All right. Let your imagination wander. Okay, so let's get these going. I'm just going to do a few. So let me get my pails ready, and I will be right back. Okay. So I'm going to use 1/4 of a cup of the yellow. Bang, 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 bang. Now keep in mind your ratios for or your bicarb to citric are 2 to 1. So basically anywhere from 2 to 1 to 3 to 1. I'm using 2 to 1 today. We'll wait on the green. We're going to use half a cup of the pink. Budding, budding, budding. Half a cup-ish. And a full cup of the blue. Set that aside. Where's the yellow? I'm going to set the green one over here. Where'd my yellow go? Oh, there it is. Okay, let's save the green for another balm. But if you've been watching my channel, you'll know that we've got a lot of bunny Easter colors, so I'm going to be able to use these. I want to do lots of different types of galaxy type balms. We're going to use a full cup of the blue. It's got a lot of sparkle. So much sparkle. You can see that in the corner. Alright. Okay, let's look at this yellow. This yellow is everywhere. My rag is stained yellow. I agree. Okay. So I'm going to do a little spritzing with alcohol. That's my alcohol. No, that's not my alcohol. I believe this one's my alcohol. One I use all the time. Yep, here's my alcohol. I'm going to bloom them a little bit. And I'm going to gently bloom them. I got a nice yellow now that matches. Woohoo! My blue. I can't find, I keep ordering Fizz Fairy Blue. And I keep losing it, but we didn't need it today anywho. So we'll just, oh, shoot, go anywhere, you. Oops. This is a 70% alcohol. So it's got a little water in it. Which not everybody uses. But I do. Now I'm just going to go get some oil because we are going to add a little bit of oil to this to make it nice and emollient, and a little bit of polysorbate 80. Okay, for what I'm going to do with this, as far as oils and fragrance go, I've got a black amethyst. I think this is called. Let me just go get it for you again. Put it down. This is from Nature's Garden. Where'd you go? Oh, I'm having one of those days, guys. Ah, there you are. Okay. So we've got blackened amethyst. So I'm using about 10 mils for half a dozen bombs. I'm going to add prickly pear seed oil, which is really good for the skin. This is an unrefined oil. And because it kind of floats on the top and does that wonderful lotiony thing, I'm going to add about 5 mils of that. And then we're going to top it up with polysorbate 80. So I'm hoping that it'll make it more like a lotion, less like a floaty oil. So that's also going to add some binding here. So I'm not going to add any more. I was doing all this spritzing, and the only one that really needed good spritzing was the yellow. And I'm also going to add, I think I'm going to add SLSA to this, guys, in proportion to, what the heck? Stuff going on, going on, going on. All right. And these are just measured. All right. I'm not doing these for anyone but myself. So if they don't work out, well, I have fairy dust. And that's fine, because they're for me. All right. So proportional. We've got, this one will be, to the 1/4 cup, we're going to use 1/4 teaspoon. To the 1/2 cup, we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon. And to the full cup, we're going to add 1 teaspoon. And that's our SLSA. And we're going to do the same thing with the Cream of Tartar powder. I want to make sure these are nice and hard. So that's my SLSA. Add our Cream of Tartar. We're going on parts is parts here, people. Parts are parts. So 1 part, 2 part, 4 parts. There's our 4-part one. Full teaspoon. Here's our 1 part, 1/4 teaspoon. And here's our 2 parts. I love it that I can do this in my head. I hope I do it right. Is 1/2 teaspoon. Okay. So let's mix those in. Now you can put it through a sieve or not. It's up to you. Now because it's throwing up all of this glitter, I'm going to put my mask on, people, because I got lots of masks now. I don't know about you guys, but I got so many masks, it is not an issue to put on a mask. And I'm just going to use this one because it's really nice. And it's one that I like how it feels on my face. It's not one I wear out in public, but it certainly works in the soap kitchen. It's a nice filter, and it doesn't settle on my face. But it sure is steaming up my glasses, so let's see how long I can tolerate it. You guys orgasm every day? Every time you get to take off your mask, you go, oh, that feels so good. I hope I'm not the only one. I'm sure I'm not the only one. All right. Let's get another spatula going. That one's not throwing up too bad. Can you guys even see what I'm doing here? I hope so. I'm scooching these out. You get a good view of the LUSH egg galaxy bombs. Now we're making Milky Way eggs. Now that little bit of SLSA is going to give also a milky kind of texture. Now you can use goat's milk, and I've used goat's milk a lot lately, and I just want kind of this bubbly fun today. So we're going to do that. Alrighty, so I'm just going to use one of my teaspoons. And we're going to divide out the fragrance oil the same way. So there you go. Teaspoon. Half a teaspoon. teaspoon. Quarter teaspoon. Until I get the texture that I'm looking for. I'm gonna get my hands in there. I'm gonna get my hands in there. Now, even if I don't use all of this mix of fragrance and polysorbate, that's fine. The ones that are going to be smaller are going to be lightly scented. The bath bombs that are larger, of course, are going to be heavily scented baths. So for the littles, give them the little bombs if they have sensitive skin, or don't put any fragrance in it at all. That's okay too. How easy that is to do with just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right. Yeah, you're not too hard either. Apparently it needs it a lot. So how's everybody holding up? We seem to be going back and forth here in Canada. Yes, you can do stuff. No, you can't. Yes, you can do stuff. No, you can't. I have some wonderful news. Finally, have gotten my immunization, so my booster or whatever you want to call it, vaccination. I got the Pfizer vaccine, which I'm really pleased as punch about. There are so many different vaccines out there. Wow, people. So it's starting to clump a little. It's not quite ready. I think I'm going to put, I need to do this evenly so that it all fits good. I'm going to put this one in here. This one in here. I'll do it one more time because I think that's what the blue is going to need. So we are going to use it all. Perfect. Look at that. Okay, that doesn't always happen. Let's hope. Okay, I can take off my mask now because it's not flying up anymore. Thank you! Orgasm. Oh, I can breathe again. Alright, making these bath bombs takes a lot of time. Just saying. So I did the other mixes in another video. Blooming colors for bath bombs is that I'm going to give it a couple of squirts of alcohol, or 10, and another mix, and let's see what I want to see. So when I mixed this up, I actually should have been wearing a better mask because when I opened up the perfection. Well, close enough. Where I like it. You put it the way you like it. We got a little bit of blue in here. We might have a greenish kind of yellow, but that's what happens. We're going to spritz with a little alcohol again. Oh, it's because my hand. I did that because I've been putting my hands in. I'm just going to get around the edges so we don't have any. Yeah, that's good. Every time you make bath bombs, your measurements are going to be a little different. It depends on the weather, guys. I hate to tell you this, but every time you do it, it's going to be a little different. Whether you use oils, whether you use butters, whether you use witch hazel, whether you use alcohol, whether you use just water spritzing, it's going to be a little different every single time. I'm sorry, but that's what makes it so hard to make a perfect bomb. Now, I have been playing with the idea of making some CBD bombs. So if anybody's interested in learning how to make CBD bombs, in most of the states, I believe CBD is okay because there's no THC. You get CBD isolate, and then you can make a bath bomb that makes you really relax. Really, really good. It's an external thing. It's not a eat it kind of thing. And that comes from the hemp plant. It is a cannabinoid though. So if you have a problem with cannabinoids or if it's not legal in your state, be careful. So we're going to put a little bit of blue on top. We're going to heap these babies with blue in the middle anyway. So we're going to go blue. This is fun. See that blue? A little bit of yellow. Just a little bit of yellow, people. Remember, that's going to make your bath green if you're not careful. And we're just going to put it in once. Pink. Because the pink is so pretty. Now, pink's going to make it more purple. So move it around if you want. Oof. Ah! You want those lines. You got to make them. Okay. We're just going to do one layer. We're going to go yellow. We're going to go blue, yellow, pink, blue. And then we're going to be done. Just because this is kind of hard. Okay. I don't want that so much in the middle. We want it on the outside. It's going to be easier to do it in the other type of bath bomb mold. But if you have a weird humid day, you're going to have weirdness happening all over. So we're going to kind of pack it a little. We're going to have a wide pink. We don't want a wide pink. Okay. So now I can do this on top because I don't know if I got enough. We'll see. I'm going to leave these for a little while. I'll do a few of these. So again, see why I only made a little bit, guys? This is hard. Blue. Pink. yellow. Less yellow than pink. Lots of blue. Blue, blue, blue. I'm guessing I'm going to get about 6, but maybe I'll get a little bit more than that. I'm not packing, I'm just putting. Blue. A little bit of pink. Oh, shoot! We don't have citric acid in here. These aren't going to work at all. Okay, that was not going to work at all. It really isn't going to work. Let's put the citric acid in, guys. Oh my gosh. That's going to be cute, though. Look at how pretty it is. I'm going to leave that other one. Let's see if I can separate out my colors and put them back where they need to be, at least the blues. Okay. We'll sacrifice a little bit of the colors. Oh, golly. I have never done that before. I've never not added my citric acid. I put it in last. I always put it in last. Yes. Too funny. That is just too funny. What color do we get? Maybe I'll put that into the middles. That's what I'll do. All right, I'll use these to pack it to the middles. So I'll put a little citric acid in there. Okay, let's try again. Okay. So volume-wise, we've got about the half a cup. So let's see. So my 1/4 of a cup needs an 1/8 of a cup. Whew. Things are going flying. All right, let's not go flying. Let's quit touching things. We have blue on our hands. I'm just going to use these. Approximately half of a half. Jeez. Looks like we've got an equal one over here. Just a little bit less than what we've got there. And then this one should have a full 1/4 cup. Or nearly a full 1/4 cup. We didn't use that much. And this one should have a half a cup. Or nearly a half. I'm not worried about the pink and the blue because I like the purple mix. So silly. We'll do 3/4. Okay, let's mix in our citric. Oh, even better. There, finally. Okay. Oh, I didn't need that much. That's okay. Be fine. We're adding this little bit to it anyway. Let's just put that in there. Oh, my goodness. Oh my goodness. What was I thinking? It always ends up different, especially when you screw up. Let's see if I can recover. A lot of times I'm really lucky. So maybe bath bombs aren't really as hard as everybody says. You just have to know what you're doing. Perfect. There's a lot of elbow grease that goes into doing them by hand. So if you're doing like large batches, I can't even imagine how people do the large batches, guys. Okay, I'm just gonna leave my mess because it's gonna get messy again. Okay, so we're going. I love my spumulas better. I like my spumulas better. Blue. Pink. Yellow. A little bit more yellow. And blue, 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 blue. I have another spumula. Let me see. Here's a small one. I'll make things way, way, way easier because I can heap it. Let's do that again. Blue. Pink. Yellow. And so much blue. So much blue. Okay, again, push them together. This one's got too much. It's not gonna work. Let's see. See if we can do this again. So this is a troubleshooting video on bath bombs. What to do wrong? I do everything wrong. Everything that it can go wrong has gone wrong in these bombs. Are these even the same egg? Definitely want them to go completely together. Which we've done. And we'll see. I'm gonna leave those for a little while. Okay, so blue. I don't think I could work at LUSH because I'm too slow. Pink. Oops. And a little bit sloppy. Yellow. Lots of blue. Blue. Pink. Yellow. Oops. I hope the pink's going to show through on that one. I don't know if it will. That's better. Okay, this is what I'm feeling like right now. Every time you make bath bombs, right? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Okay. Take a deep breath. When you're recreating somebody else's work, it's even twice as hard because you want to be at least close, right? You want to be like in the ballpark at least. So that's where I'm hoping we are. Okay, so I'm finding a slight mound is plenty for this guy. I think these were the perfect molds to use for this project because look at those faces. Just wait till I turn it around. You're gonna go, yep, yep, that's exactly how I feel. Yep, yep. Oops, too much yellow there. Okay. Hopefully I didn't overpack. I did not. Yes. Ah! This is what I'm at now. Oh boy, this is just too much fun. I don't know how many more of these we're gonna get. We're gonna get a few. This has been super, super fun. Definitely master batch your colors. I'm going to make another mystery bath bomb with the leftovers and I will show it to you. Oh, maybe we'll just do it today. We'll do it. If I can get this up, we'll do a musical version and this, and then I'll do another bath bomb. Nice and light. That's where I'm at now. We're getting to the end. Pink. Yellow. Do you know what's easier than making them yourself? Going to LUSH. And I have a video that I might put up on how I actually use my LUSH Galaxy bombs. I'll have to show you. I'm kind of a weirdo when it comes to bath bombs. My daughter, she uses the whole thing every time. Me, I have to shave them up. So I did an ASMR video that I'm pretty sure I haven't put up, but I might just for the fun of it. Okay, here we are. This is where we're at. We're getting near the end. I think I've got enough for one more egg of the Galaxy variety. And I will do some of these little eggs with what we've got left. I'm not going to do, I'll do a different. I've got so many cool molds that are like spring. So rabbits aren't just for Easter, guys. Rabbits are for always and all the time if you're me. Okay, this one's gonna have to be a little different because I'm gonna make it look like it's all that blue, but it's gonna have a lot more pink in it. But we're gonna hide the pink in the center, hopefully. So it'll look like it's all that blue. We'll use all that we've got left. Oh my gosh, look at all the blue. It's everywhere. Bath bomb videos are messier than even soap videos, guys. That's so done. Actually, I might have enough blue on my counter to finish this off. Let's see. Let's see if I do. Hopefully it's not too dried out, but I'm using the oils, so it's probably fine. Maybe it's fine. Hopefully it's fine. So we're going to use the pink. So this bath bomb is going to end up being a lot more purple. The others are going to be a lot more blue. Oops. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from a pound, a cup of blue, a half a cup of pink, and a quarter of a cup of yellow. I think I would use 1/8 of a cup of yellow, a quarter of a cup of pink, and again a full cup of the blue next time I made these, just so I could get them all done. So that's a note to self. So what I'm going to do is I am going to make some speckled eggs with what's left, and I'm not going to waste any of this mess. I'm going to use it. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of the blue in there and more of the pink in here, and we're going to pack some bath bombs. So we'll do a contrasting. Ooh, this is really thick. Ooh, ooh, this is going to be those weird bath bombs. These may not come out, guys. This pink is doing weird stuff. So, oh, this is the yellow. Just a little more pink. I'm going to mound out the pink. Leave those puppies in. They're kind of doing an expanding thing, which make for some pretty rude looking bath bombs. And yellow. Enough there for a little one. And pink. Again, these may end up illustrating what I was trying to avoid illustrating. Oops. Oops. More pink in there. More pink. What is happening here? I'm going to try to tap these out of the molds in about an hour or so, because there's holes. We should be able to break the seal not too bad. These ones we're going to have to just tap very carefully. And these tinies, let's see how much we've got left. Enough to do one tiny. I was hoping to show you what they all do. I don't think I've got enough. Maybe I do. One weird little egg left. pretty. Look at that. Okay, that's gonna work maybe. That might work. It's possible it could work. We'll see. I'm gonna clean up my mess and clean up these eggs. You can watch them. I just throw everything around too. There we go. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. I'd rather clean up my mess. I need some mess. Okay, this is how many dishes you get from a 1 pound batch of soap. Oh, 100 gram batch of soap and some bath bombs. They're drying. I'll come back in a few minutes when I put these away, and we'll try to get those galaxy eggs. All right, so these are really looking good. So let's see if I managed to do it right this time. They should be fairly dry. Some of them I've already started tapping, so I think we'll leave this one. I started tapping it. So I've got one side. Let's see. What happens? There we go. So what do you think? Does that work? That's pretty darn close. All right, now we still have a satin ring around the edges, which is fine. It really is fine. The neat things about these though is they've got that wonderful prickly pear oil. Now I was telling you a little bit about the CBD bath bombs that I've been enjoying because I'm older and everything hurts, and they actually do work quite well. I'm gonna that sounded better. I don't want to force these open because I've done that in the past, and then I've been left with a bath bomb that's stuck. Oh, there we go. That's that nice. You hear that hollow sound? That means it's like totally okay to lift it off because it's, I hope that's what it means. Yes. Again, are we close? Are we close? Galaxy Easter eggs. And these are the kind of bath bombs you really want to get. If you want to make sure to have one that looks like an egg and not like something a little funky. Now, if you leave them in the molds, I'm guessing, but I'm not really sure what I'm gonna, I know that these are gonna just look like the eggs because they're trapped in there. All right, but I've tried using these in the past and had horrible results. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna find when I be gentle. I mean, these are hard to open up when they're, let me get a little knife to see if I can pry it. Just do this slow around. Like I said, I haven't had particularly good luck with these, but some other people have, so you know, maybe it'll be fine. And I don't mind top bottom molds in general. Ooh. Okay. These are definitely harder to get out. So there's one of my leftover bombs. And as you can see, it isn't exactly what I would call, which one's more egg-like? This one's a little bit, I think I'm gonna hide it back here. Okay. And I thought that only happened when they were like, oh my gosh. Yeah, don't use these molds. I thought it was gonna be okay. I didn't think we were gonna get these kind of shapes, but I don't know. These molds, I don't know. Ah, and I got them on too tight. I got them on tight, hoping to prevent the shape that we are seeing here. Maybe if you're, I'm not going to talk about that. Okay, let's see if we can get in here. I'm going to hurt myself, aren't I? Should get a less, more blunt instrument. See, I actually poked myself. Not bleeding. That's good. I am going to change my glove hook. Dang. Did scratch myself good. So yeah, if you're wanting to make, sorry, it's just not. It's not. This is the kind you want. Buy these molds, okay? Just do it. They actually work. They come apart fairly easily. They don't look like, you know. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Finish undoing these because freak, that's so easy. And I think you can reuse them. So I'm going to go buy some more of these just for the fun of it. There you go. We got a wiggle. We got her out. That is so freaking cool. I'm not scary looking at all. See what happens when you pull? You have to tap them first. See if I can get it out at least. Ah, there we go. That, even if it pulls apart, you get a whole egg. So. Cool. 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 And to do half a dozen eggs, I would do 1 cup of the blue, 1/4 cup of the pink, and 1/8 of a cup of the yellow. Let's see. Let me get this baby open. hollow sound means we got a baby egg. Still harder to get out. And maybe somebody out there has a YouTube video on how to work these ones out of the molds easier. Definitely leave them. Just these shapes not. And it's unfortunate I picked pink. Oh my gosh. I say they look like little mushrooms. Okay, let's make this last one. Maybe this would be smarter. I could just find a spot along the seam to loosen it up a bit. There we go. Oops. Never coming out. Let's put these beautiful ones over here. Even the broken beautiful one is better than what's going on over here. Aha! We got a crack. I cut that. Oof. Oof. It's so coming off. I can't even imagine doing a dozen of these. They're so hard to get out. Oh my gosh. This is why I was so excited when I bought my bath bomb mold that does the egg shape, because this is so freaking hard. I mean, that's not easy, but it's not like impossible. Like this one, every time it starts to move I get so excited and I give it a big push, but it still isn't coming out. Let's see, happy kids playing in the background. I should love that sound. The children. Don't know. I'm going to totally fast forward this bit. Oh. Okay. Okay, this is just not looking like it wants to let go, baby. It wants to stay on there forever. really a hard bath bomb. Okay, this one is just stuck, but it looks better than those. Either way. Do not ever, ever, ever use this type of mold to make your bath bombs. Always, always, always use this type, side to side. Not only because they are ugly and a little bit pornographic, but they're really hard to get out. So even if you're into like funky looking bath bombs, I have smacked bath bombs harder than this to just break them up, and this thing finally. Okay, here's these bath bombs. These bath bombs. Now, which one would you rather get as a gift? And it wouldn't have mattered that these are the leftover bits. Even with the pattern, they would have looked like this. Oh, don't look too close, guys. All right, so if you enjoyed this, please give us a thumbs up, click like and subscribe. Come on back and see what else we've got cooking in our kitchen. This is our soapy kitchen today. Super, super cute, super, super fun. These Galaxy bombs are the bomb, just like Lush. Thank you, Lush. Beautiful design. I'm glad I could recreate it. We'll see how they perform in the bath. Bye for now.